everyone, Little Joy here, and welcome back to another video. So for this video, it was kind of more just a fun drawing I did, and I decided to draw Mettaton in this video. This video honestly was super fun to make because I have not drawn like any of the Undertale characters in forever. And so I really just wanted to draw someone from the fandom and from the game. It's honestly been a while since I've done it, and honestly I thought it would be pretty great. And throughout this video, I kind of do a different style than what I normally draw. And that's mostly because I've been trying to like figure out a style and trying to work with like more brighter colors. I kind of wish I took videos of those drawings that I did, but I'll just pop them up on the screen so you can see them. I really do like working with bright colors. I feel like they can bring out a lot of personality for someone or for a drawing. And so yeah, that's why in this video you kind of see more brighter things, I guess you could say. But mostly, I know this video is going to be long, but I'm not going to be talking the entire time. There are going to be like a few spots where it's kind of just quiet. I wanted to try something new with this video, so I thought you guys would sort of like that. And honestly, let me tell you, I know for like quite a few minutes there in this video, I have a lot of trouble with this one hand posture. And let me tell you, I think it took at least like 20 minutes in like real time for me to like try to figure out how to like draw this hand. It honestly, this was like so hard, and I had to go to Pinterest to help me, and I kind of like looked up a few hand references, and I found one that I was actually able to do. And I don't know who the artist is, but definitely thank you so much for that picture to help me with drawing this hand. And honestly, I feel like once I like figured out the actual hand posture with this one, I feel like it works a lot better than how I originally decided to do it, because I was like in the middle of my line art, and I realized I could not figure out how to draw this hand for the life of me. And so that's what prompted me to just like try to figure out how to do this hand and everything. But mostly, again, sorry, for this video, it's mostly just going to be me jabbering. I think there's going to be some more, it's mostly going to be about Undertale, because I think I honestly, it's been a while since I've watched some videos about like Undertale or like any drawings with Undertale. So I don't know how many people like actually draw Mettaton, but I haven't seen a lot of drawings about Mettaton. So I think that's another reason why I decided to draw them. And I also just love their whole design as a character. I feel like it just honestly fits them really well. And another thing about Undertale is honestly, I've been doing a D&D session with a few of my friends about Undertale. I asked them if I could talk about it, but they haven't answered me yet. So I'm not going to talk about the entire thing. I'm just going to talk about honestly, I never thought I would have done like a D&D session for Undertale, but I'm the DM, and with how crazy my players are, they're so crazy, and they've just created chaos. I also have 2 OCs that I decided to put in as NPCs. I don't think I've drawn them on this channel yet, or I don't think I've even talked about them yet, but they're called Rain and Julius. And if you guys want, I can definitely like do more or draw them and talk about them. I'd love to tell you guys. But yeah, honestly, another reason why I decided to do more of a different style is because I'm actually trying to figure out a style for my comic that I'm actually gonna make. I actually decided to do, like, I am deciding to stick with a single comic, and I think I like this better than the 7 Deadly Sins, mostly just because with like the 7 Deadly Sins one, there's Has Been Hotel and then the 7 Deadly Sin anime, that I kind of just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it would get some backlash. So they're kind of just characters of my own world now, and I kind of like know the entire backstory and how it happens and everything, and that's about it. I might draw more of them, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I showed you guys the angel concept, but the angel concept that I have for them, I feel like is really pretty. So maybe at some point in the future, I can like draw them all with like the angel design concept that I have for you guys. So about this comic that I'm making, this one's going to be more of a slice of life about a girl. I don't exactly know where it's going to be located, but I know there's going to be a beach, so I don't know if it should be in like California or Florida, because it's going to have like an 80s, 70s kind of vibe to it, because the main character is a hippie, and she's very like impulsive, and like she doesn't like think before she acts, so she's not going to be a very likable character, I guess you could say, but she's also like a very chill person. I can put her picture up on the screen, and then you guys can like tell me about the character concept and what you guys think about it. But yeah, honestly, I feel like this comic idea is gonna work better than the 7 Deadly Sin one. And I know there's a lot of slice of life out there, but this one has a different twist to it. I don't want to say just yet because it's gonna like spoil the entire thing. But honestly, I started on the character design and the character traits for everyone. I had this comic idea a while ago, but I didn't really like start off with it or like continue with it because I thought the 7 Deadly Sins one was so great. And then Has Been Hotel and that other one, I forget what the other name is for Vizzy Pops is, but I honestly, that's the kind of reason why I decided not to, because I just don't want to, because I feel like it kind of like, it was sort of like hers, but it, like with like the whole like demon and angel kind of thing. So I just didn't want any backlash from it, so I'm just gonna keep it to myself. But this other one, it's gonna be very chill and very confusing, I think. But I mean, I haven't really started too much on the storyline. Like, I have an idea on where it's gonna go, but not completely. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated because I do want to draw, like, I have the main character like character sheet made out in the book that I have for her. Her name is Meadow, and her parents were very like, I think they were not born, but they were raised throughout the 70s and 80s, maybe 60s. I'm not entirely sure when the whole like hippie movement went through. I'll have to look it up and see it. But they're all based off of animals. So the main character, she's a rabbit, with her sister also being a rabbit. And her best friend's a cat, and her other best friend's a dog. And then I know there's a mean girl. I don't remember her name, but she's a cow. When I first made her, I thought of making her kind of like a dolphin. But then I kind of decided against it, and I think this like cow look I think it really brings her design all together. I won't put that one up on the screen, but I mean, if you guys want me to talk more about this story, definitely let me know, because I'd love to talk to you guys more about this comic idea. Because I think in the future, I might draw some comic strips for this comic. So just let me know what you guys would like me to draw in the next video, because I would love to like take your suggestions and kind of like draw with them. It'd be like a lot of fun. Yeah, just let me know. Oh my gosh, so my friends just texted me back and they said it's totally fine for me to talk about like the D&D group. Okay, so I'd love to tell you about them. So for the players, there's only like 4 of us, including me, with this whole D&D campaign, because it's mostly just us kind of like being crazy people and everything. But so for our kind of like, they're all humans, and I'm not entirely sure which ones they are, but I know there's a kindness, a justice, and a perseverance one. For their soul traits, I decided to put that kind of like as their, I don't know, as one of their stats, and then they're all humans. And when they all fell down into the underground, our brute, he decided to make himself kind of like a monkey, because for some reason he has like an obsession with monkeys. And the entire thing, he's just a whole brute, and I think he like knocked down a tree in Snowden. And oh my gosh, our poor little kindness one, they they kind of have an attachment to Toriel. So when they were trying to progress, they kind of went into a depressive state, and the brute kind of just carried them around. And them having me, Sans, and Papyrus, and then my 2 OCs, Julius and Rain, the big brute decided to like, since Julius is like really tall and so are they, the big brute, he decided to go ahead and try to punch him. And let me tell you, this did not turn out well. And somehow he also like became shirtless in Snowden. So it's been like a few days and they're still in Snowden trying to explore. They haven't really like decided to go past just yet. They kind of like hanging out with Sans and Papyrus, but the thing is, it's been a few days and he still doesn't have a shirt yet. And then we have the other one. I think that one's the Perseverance one, but he's been just walking around following them, making sure they don't get into any trouble, because it's the kindness one. I'm not entirely sure what the other one is. I think it's a justice one, but I'm not sure. But he's been following around the 2 other ones to make sure they don't get into trouble, because they've the ones been getting into trouble. And when after like the first night there, they went into Grillby's to get some food, and they got drunk because they asked for liquor. And I don't even know if Girly can touch liquor, but they got drunk, and it was 9 a.m. in the morning, and it was so funny. I would love to talk to you guys more about this, but it kind of just like, it's been going downhill. They've been like picking fights with each other, and then they like, I know the Brute has been trying to hit on the mom in the inn, which is hilarious. And then the poor kid is like trying to distract his mom from like not looking at him. The thing is, I think they're all like 18, 19. I don't remember, but it's been a while since we played this campaign. We have quite a few campaigns. But yeah, honestly, it's been great. I can't wait for them to meet Undyne and Alphys. I'm pretty sure the kindness one is gonna like bond the best with Alphys. She's already bonded great with like my OC Rain, who wears a mask all the time, and she's like way shorter. She's kind of like a little taller than the kindness one, but only like a couple inches, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But it's been like a crazy adventure, and I absolutely just love them and how they like draw, or not draw, sorry, that's me, that's what I'm doing in the background. But honestly, I love how they interact with the people, and I feel like this D&D campaign was a great idea, considering I think we all have an obsession with Undertale, which may or may not be a good thing, but you know, it's fine. But I mean, I'm just super excited for them to actually like continue on. I'm so excited for them to see, or at least play through in the waterfall area. So if anything else happens and we continue playing that, if we hopefully, I don't know, because I'm also doing an Avatar The Last Airbender campaign, and I think a vampire campaign. So I like to have them choose which ones they want for each one, or for like each time we play. So if we play the Undertale one, I'll keep you guys updated on what's happening, because a lot has happened, let me tell you, and it's hilarious. And if you guys ever want me to do anything, or like continue to like update you guys, or if you just like have fun, you know, because I'd love to tell you guys about it, so just let me know in the comments, alright? Yeah. And I know in the end here, usually, I was playing with a lot of backgrounds and a lot more lighting, because I haven't really played with that too much. And I felt like at one point I made it like way too much, and it wasn't like cohesive, and it kind of like took away from the piece almost. So I went back and kind of like took out some things, which turned out a lot better than what I had wanted, and I feel like it looks good in the end. But I don't know, I need to play more with the backgrounds, because I really don't draw as much backgrounds. So I feel like it would be like, I don't know, maybe if I draw more Undertale stuff, I'll be able to like work more with backgrounds, because I've been wanting to do that, but I just don't, like, perspective has been kind of hard lately. So I've been trying to like sort of work more with it, and which has been a little hard. So I've been trying to work with it, but I think I've been mostly focusing on kind of like just lighting itself, and like how to use like different colors, because I've been having really fun with doing these bright colors, like I said before, and I feel like it's not as muted. And I've also been looking up a few color palettes for my other drawings, and I've been kind of using those to kind of get a reference on how bright colors work and how they like kind of like all work with each other. And I've been using a lot of, I'm not entirely sure, I've been using a lot of like subtract and divide and exclusion in these after like putting down a color, which kind of like makes it opposite of the color of what it is, but which is totally fine. I feel like it works really well and kind of like brings the piece together, because that's kind of what I did on like the shadows / highlights on Metatone. And honestly, I feel like it just works really well. And I know when I first started coloring it in, I made the colors pretty muted, which I kind of like made up for with the shadowing and highlight, which worked together in the end. And I tried to put kind of like a shadowing, and I tried to kind of like work a lot more with like kind of like the point of view of the light colors. It was kind of awkward and kind of difficult a couple of times, but in the end I feel like it really did work out. But yeah, that's kind of all I have for the rest of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed me talking, and I hope you guys liked the drawing. But I'll see you guys later. Bye!